Hello, my name is Dawn Jane Burley. The world is spinning around quicker and faster. Time is ticking away. People are busy with their lives. And now I've just checked my diary and I just have to stop. Everyone, stop what you're doing. Let's slow down the world and make some time. I want to let you know what's happening in the upcoming schedule. Coming up very shortly, on June 4th, what's happening in this world? In the UK, in England, in London, there is a deaf rapper called Mark. The world famous rapper will perform in London for the first time in London. So there is a man in the UK called Joe Collins, and his business called JC Promotion, and he would like to invite Mark to London. That's great! So, you would like to know who Mark is? Who is he? You want to meet him? Yes, sure. I would like to introduce him to you. And I also have some questions to ask him.
Hey England, or how we say here in Finland, Englati. Okay, so Dawn wants to interview me. I'm going to get a few questions and I'm going to try and answer them in international signs, a little bit of a mix of ASL and some BSL.
If a deaf person wants to become a rapper, Mark has loads of experience, and I'm sure he can give you some tips.
Okay, my first tip. Right, you need to find your own rhythm and you need to practice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you've done that, you decide what music you like, you start writing your lyrics and you link it all together with the beats. Okay, so once you've done that, it's time to find a hearing DJ, maybe get a team together, make some connections. Go ahead, think positive, you all can do it.
How did Mark get the idea to write his own songs? How? Did he grow up writing lyrics like Eminem or other ways? So, how?
What experience do I use to make my music? Well, it's different. I mean, growing up as a deaf child, I use a lot of my memories and I put it into my music. Or, for example, I take experiences from a lot of older people. I listen to what they have to say and I put it into my lyrics. Also, government and their attitudes towards deaf people. I try to express that in my music.
So working as a rapper, what are the good or the bad points?
Well, the hardest barrier to try and get into is probably radio and TV. It's really difficult. Also, imagine when hearing people listen to my music on the radio. Most of the time they're baffled. So when I try to promote my material through radio, it's very confusing for hearing people. They think to themselves, how can deaf people make music? And then they get really unsure. Also, at big festivals, lots of people come along. Hearing and deaf performers sharing the stage, do you think that's possible? Hearing people are always unsure at first, but once they witness what's going on, they seem to forget the artist's background and enjoy the show. Okay, so what do I like about being a rapper? Here's just a few things. Number one, I love being on stage and signing. But seeing the audience moving with the music, now that's fantastic. Number 2, I also enjoy the opportunity I get to travel all over the world representing Finland. Also, I see young children that are the same as me, and to tell them I can do it and you can too. I encourage them to follow their dreams, whether it's dancing or whatever. And of course, I like to party.
Steinmark has been rapping music all over the world. But now he's going to London. So I'm asking Steinmark, how do you feel about going to London?
Okay, so I'm coming to England in June. I'm really excited. It's not my first time. I went a few years ago to Leeds. I was there for like a signing camp. But my first CD, about 4 or 5 years ago, was all in Finnish. Now I've got a new CD out using ASL and full English. I'm going to be bringing my new material over to London for the first time. I can't wait. The atmosphere seems brilliant.
Steinmark's music is always based on ASL. And the hearing person is singing in English. So when going to London, will he sign an ASL? Or will he change into BSL? Or even an international sign?
Okay, so when I come to London, I'm going to be performing with Brandon. He's agreed to sing everything in English. Whereas I'm going to be signing using ASL. I can change it to BSL, but it's going to be difficult. I used to use BSL all the time. Then I reverted to ASL, and now I've kind of forgotten it all. I could also perform using international signs, but I think I'm just going to stick with ASL. That way, my fans can watch my videos on YouTube, learn some ASL, and then when you come to see me, we can rap together.
Steinmark grew up loving music. I wonder, did he have like an idol he looked up to? Who inspired him?
Well, there was a founder of a deaf school about 150, 200 years ago. A man called Co. He used to organise lots of deaf events and encourage deaf people. Musically, when I was younger, I used to listen to lots of different music. Pop, rock, hip-hop. Out of all of them, I decided to focus on hip-hop. One artist that I used to listen to was Coolio. I have a lot of respect for him. I learned a lot from him. I used to read through his lyrics, and I enjoyed his style and his dancing. Nowadays, I really admire a Swedish artist. His name's Adam Tenstar. I've watched him grow, seen him work, and he's really good.
When performing on stage in front of so many people, I wonder if Steinmark gets nervous. And also I would like to know, what is the biggest audience he's ever performed for?
Well, when I first started performing, I was new to the game, so yeah, I was nervous. But since then, I've done like 200, 300 shows. I don't really get nervous anymore. I'm excited. I can't wait to get on stage. Then again, if I've got new material, maybe some new lyrics, and I'm bringing them on stage, then yeah, might get a little bit nervous. Then again, if I know it, then I'm okay. The biggest audience that I've ever performed in front of, sign mark, on my own, I'd say about 2,500. Then again, I've also done concerts with hearing performers where there's loads of us on stage, and I'd say there was about 11,500 people in the audience. TV was probably the biggest one. I performed on TV in Japan, and we had over 7 million people watch. That's unbelievable.
So Steinmark himself is deaf. He raps and signs the music. So does he have any hearing fans enjoying his music and that want to be involved in what he's doing? How does he get hearing people involved in the deaf music world?
Do hearing people enjoy my music? Yeah, of course. Signmark could do his music on his own, but I don't really want to specifically focus on deaf people first. I want everyone to enjoy my music. Babies to old people. It doesn't matter. I want you to all come together, respect me for my music, hearing and deaf. Everyone can enjoy it. That's why we've got singers. I want hearing people to recognise it, deaf people to recognise it, come together and have a good time. I'm not a DJ, I'm a VJ, a visual jockey. I focus on what goes on in the background as well. You'll have to come to London to see it for yourself, and then you'll understand. Everyone enjoys it. Hearing people see a deaf guy signing, it doesn't make a difference to them. Once they've come and seen it, that's when they understand. It's not like reading it in magazines or listening to it on the radio. You have to be there.
Steinmark is going to be in London on June the 4th. What does he want to say to his fans?
I want to tell everyone in London, England, Europe, the world, it doesn't matter. I'm letting you know. When I come to London, my aim is to party. I want to make music with my fans. So the best thing to do, go onto YouTube, look at some of my videos like Against the Wall, or some of the festivals I've done. Learn some of my music, and then when we get to London, we can all sign together. I can't wait. See you soon. Peace.
I've been to a Steinmark concert. He was signing and singing, and there was a party, and I saw it and it was amazing. The deaf and the hearing people were getting together, and there were no barriers, and everybody was partying. We had such a good time, and I recommend you really have to go to London. When? On June the 4th. So I'll see you there.